Hey, welcome back to my channel on mental health. I did a little research on mental health issues among African Americans, and I came up with some interesting information that was published on the internet. The first one was Mental Health America. That's the name of the website. And I'm going to dive right in. If you see me looking over to my left, I'm reading my notes. 13.4 of the population comes down to 16%, which is African American. That's over 7 million people dealing with mental health issues in America. That's more than Chicago, Houston, and Philadelphia put together. So that's interesting. We as African Americans, we experience a lot of trauma and violence in this country, dealing with racism, dealing with not fairness, not equal opportunities from other people that's in the world that doesn't look like us. So we experience more than the other races that's out here experienced. I did a little bit more research. Mental Health America screened data shows that Blacks and African American people who screen positive for depression self-identify as planning to seek help at a higher rate than general population. So we're eager to seek help, but we're afraid to seek help because in this society, in the medical system, they're quick to put you on medication. So we're eager to get the help that we need through a therapist, but they'll refer you or transfer you over to a psychiatrist. And a psychiatrist will prescribe you medication to just put you on something and send you away and do reports every 3 months or every month. So, and they ask you these dumb questions about stuff that you really don't really think about. And you have to answer them to receive the medication. I'm not saying that we don't need medication, but sometimes it has to do with your diet, your environment, your situation. All the time, you don't need medication to treat what you have. It's not curing what I have. It's just treating what I have. I still have bipolar disorder. I went on and doing some more interesting topics. What percentage of therapists are Blacks? We only make 4.1 of therapists that's out here that looks like brown and Black people. So that's sad that white people make up 76.4% of mental therapists for Blacks. How can you feel what I'm saying with you if you never experienced what I experienced? You can't experience anything what I go through as being Black versus being white, Asian, or Latino. We have different experiences and different upbringing. So that's a questionable. We need more Black therapists to help figure things out, and maybe we can lessen the depression or the bipolar in us and not go into psychiatrists. But yet again, some people may need it and some people may not need it. So Blacks is the lowest, 4.1, who are therapists in America. Then the highest one is 76.4% of whites. And then Asian is 10.6, and Hispanics and Latinos is 6.3. So that's very interesting to me that I can't get a therapist that looks like me and experience the same stuff that I experience and still seek help. It's more whites than blacks. That's kind of sad if depression and bipolar disorder is on the rise for black and brown skinned people. I went on this website called Insight into Diversity. They published this interesting article about these students at North Carolina University at Capitol Hill. Only 25% of students seek a psychiatrist, not a therapist, a psychiatrist. So there's a difference between a therapist and a psychiatrist. A therapist can't prescribe any medication. They can't. They can only refer you to a psychiatrist, and they can prescribe you medication. And the nurse, the lady that I go to, she's a nurse, so she can prescribe me medication. So that's interesting for that piece. Only 25% wanted to seek help. The other remaining percent, they're just out there floating and not seeking help. And I'm not telling you guys not to seek help, but there's help. There's help to cope with life. The medication that helps me makes me cope with life, because I get depressed. I get way up sometimes that I don't sleep or don't eat, and I get very low. So it keeps me right in the middle, and some days it's harder than others. I'm not gonna lie. Like today, it's an okay day. It's okay. But I gotta keep telling myself that I'm okay. There are barriers for blacks for seeking help with bipolar disorder. Like, I have bipolar disorder. And the reason maybe is because they misdiagnose or they want to put them on medication. So that's what's going on in my findings of mental health issues. I hope you like these conversations, just to get the awareness out. Hopefully, if I keep doing this, maybe they'll pick me up and do talkings at conferences and help other people dealing with being African American and dealing with mental health. Because it's okay to deal with mental health. I don't want anyone to feel any ashamed of dealing with mental health. At first, I was afraid to put this out here, but I think somebody's out there in the same situation I am in, who's African American, who just work and come home, don't have a social life, take their medication, but still feel empty inside. There's people out there like us that needs to connect, needs to get awareness out and not be afraid. All right then, y'all take care. Happy Wednesday. And I hope I see y'all in the next video. Peace.